night's sleep would do me wonders.
Children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
A safe haven.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins.
We need to leave.
We need a healer.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. I wouldn't have looked to a drow for help, but I'm grateful all the same. I'm Zevlor. I meant no insult. It's simply that yours are a people at war with themselves. I've never known them to care for outsiders. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the Descent.
The Descent, an infernal conspiracy that had seen the entire city of Elturel briefly dragged to the Hells.
A fair point. We can only hope the citizens of Baldur's Gate are more open-minded. But we can't get there with those beasts blocking our path. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else. Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the Inner Grove. They've withdrawn there to prepare this damn ritual of theirs.
We've our problems, granted, but there might be some merit in shutting down a local conflict, no?
I understand. I can only thank you for the help you've already given. We're raised to fear the Drow, but you've earned your place here. I'll make sure everyone here knows that.
What's inside?
I care about our lives, our futures.
Refugees, adventurers, and even a drow. No one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the Grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanas guide your path.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
We're exposed now. Down there. Down everything.
God, it's boring in here.
Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
What kind of question is that? Why does anyone steal anything? Fine. I have the stupid amulet. Take it.
To impress a girl, most like.
It looked like my mother's, all right? Just take the damn thing and leave me alone.
Keep it, kid. You need it more than me. Poor kid.
You're an idiot.
Damn goblins.
Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed. And what about our people? Half the crew's lying dead back in that ruin. Even the new lad, his first contract, and we land him in a goddamn goblin nest. He actually stood and fought, the stupid bastard. Like I never trained him better. These weren't no normal goblins. And Liam weren't no friend, all right? Just another raw recruit, thought he was in some storybook. Small mercies. Wound looks clean. Small mercies.
Hey, thanks for stepping between me and the kid. My mum gave me that amulet, but I think she'd be happy knowing the kid has it now. Yeah, I know she would. You're all right by me.
We're packing up, and I'd advise you to do the same. Seems our kind ain't welcome here.
What will we do for work when we get to the city?
If it ain't the friendly drow. Thought you were with the goblins when you showed up at the gate. Glad you weren't. You fight well. Not like them bloody tieflings. Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And losing track of the bloody druid. Alcin. He's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Don't know what I expected. That much gold for some long-lost relic. And from a wizard, too. I should have known. The gold probably turns to lead the moment you leave Baldur's Gate. Stupid thing to die for. If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here, with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. Yeah, right.
The road isn't too bad.
This place seems remarkably tense for a sacred grove. Perhaps we shouldn't linger. But let's at least see if there's a healer to be found, first of all.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways.
Not a slight on your company, of course.
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there.
Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Thank you.
And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation. I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me.
Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. You don't understand. My apprenticeship with Leroa can begin shortly. I cannot be late. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. Doesn't taste half bad.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
As you down the potion, a comforting warmth spreads through you.
I swear you're still as peaky looking. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse. What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother. be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Pet.
What'd I do for some salt?
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days. Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower. You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Lower. You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Gods, deliver me.
Children! Step! Harry! Strike! Damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
The waiting's getting to me.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Cold? Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was cold? The tiefling was clear. If there are a Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
You're an idiot.
One more time.
Give it a good whack.